Did you go to Los Angeles to make it or do anything like that? Or was that just kind of a natural path?
Well, quite frankly, I was working. I was about 18. I was working for my dad, and I kind of hated it. And I left, and I saw an ad for modeling, what they call it. They didn't call it nude modeling. They called it something else. I don't remember. And I worked under Jim South Agency. And that's how I came to know Motley Crue. I guess that's where it started.
So you were doing a lot of nude modeling back then?
Well, some, yeah.
What were some of the magazines besides We, of course?
I've been in Chic and Hustler 7 times. We, of course, and I don't know, probably some other stuff. I can't remember. It was Chic and Hustler was probably like, the coolest stuff. And I was on the cover of Chic magazine in January 1982.
And so how long did you do that for?
Probably about a year, maybe a year and a half, kind of like I don't remember, kind of some of it's a blur.
And then what made you quit?
Oh, it was just, you kind of get burnt out. And when you start seeing like how maybe you were taken advantage of and exploited, and it just becomes this kind of an ugly thing, and it's not like fun anymore.
But it was fun in the beginning?
Yeah, it was fun. A lot of attention.
Were you going to the clubs at that time?
Yeah, I used to frequent the Troubadour a lot. That was like a really fun time.
Any standout memories from the Troubadour?
Well, let's see. I met Rob Halford of Judas Priest. I was with my girlfriend Terry, and we sat and had a beer with him. And he was very nice. David Lee Roth, I remember he came up to me and he was wearing sunglasses, and it was just weird. He was just being weird, and he's just like, yeah, I'm watching a movie. And I'm like, you are? And he goes, yeah, right in my glasses. And I'm like, okay. Let's see. Blackie Lawless and Chris Holmes.
Any cool stories with them?
Well, I sort of kind of saw both of them. And Chris Holmes was really, really sweet. He had a lot of problems, and a lot of times he would come and stay with me. And I don't know, I feel like he was kind of really broken at that time, and kind of just, yes, we had a relationship, but in a Hollywood weird way. But I was there and I comforted him a lot. I let him tell me all his stuff, and I don't remember his stuff now, but... We're
talking like 82, that time period?
Yeah, yeah.
So before W.A.S.P took off, huh?
Well, it was right before, yeah. And in fact, there was something that I remembered last night. This is not hugely known, and I don't know if I have anything I don't have anything to corroborate my story except just me telling you, is that there was a radio station in Ventura County, and that was KKBZ. I don't think they're there anymore. I guess some stuff happened with them. I don't know what, though. Anyways, I actually am the one who got Motley Crue on their radio station and played it first in Ventura, local radio station. When I was dating Tommy, and he gave me a demo tape, I immediately fell in love with the music. I mean, it was so much fun. And I ended up calling the radio station, and I really regret, though, that I dropped off the tape and I don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
I never got it back. But I was really proud of the fact that I did that for them.
Do you recall what songs were on that?
Oh, yeah, like Too Fast for Love. What else?
Starry Eyes, maybe, or... Yeah,
probably that too. Yeah, there were a couple, like their very first, ones that they released. Yeah.
Public Enemy #1, maybe?
Probably, because it's like I really don't remember a lot of it, except, but Too Fast for Love, I'm sure was on it, positive, and that was a great song.
With Chris Holmes, he just had, of course, it's always been known he had a a lot of drinking problems, and I'm assuming they were going on back then?
Yeah, I think there was some other stuff going on, using drugs and stuff.
Of course, yeah.
I didn't use drugs with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you use drugs with Tommy?
I don't think so. And I don't think I did with Blackie either. Drinking, mostly.
Yeah, I don't think Blackie ever... I never heard, at least by this point, I haven't heard any stories of him really being into drugs, just booze.
Yeah. We did a lot of drinking. And so there was this, oh my gosh, let's see, there was this story. Well, this is what happened. There was one night that I and a girlfriend of mine from Camarillo, we went down because we were going to go out with Tommy and a friend of his who I can't remember his name. He was probably like a bodyguard friend. And we went out. I think we went to the Troubadour, and then we went to somebody's house. And I don't know what happened, but something crazy happened. And my girlfriend started acting like kind of weird. And then Tommy was upset. Tommy ended up punching a wall, and like a brick wall. And it was really crazy. And my girlfriend took off, and we couldn't find her. So ended up that Tommy and his friend, I don't know, gosh, I don't remember if they brought me home. I must have had my car and I drove home. And they went back and started searching the streets for my friend, and I guess they found her, yeah, and then they brought her home. And I don't really know what happened, but this ended my relationship with this girl. I think something happened to her, and I think she might have been drugged or something. I don't know by who. I'm certain it wouldn't be Tommy, but I don't know what happened to her. I really don't. It was just really, really strange stuff. But yeah, she was like my best friend in high school, and yeah, it was really kind of unfortunate whatever happened, that string of events. There was the time when I was out with Tommy. This was like one of the first times when we were together. You have to excuse my voice.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. So he came up to Camarillo with me, and I was living with my mom and my sister. And I was so excited because he was coming to my mom's house. And it was late at night, and we came in, and I didn't want to wake anybody up. So we just, I grabbed some blankets and we crashed on the floor. And my mom got up in the morning, and she comes over and she taps me on the shoulder, and she's like, "Come here." And I go with her. I go in the kitchen, and she's like, "What is that on my floor?" I go, "Oh my God, Mom, it's Tommy Lee. It's Tommy Lee." It's just his hair was all over the place. She just saw this massive black hair, right? And then my sister got up, and she met Tommy, and she likes to brag her little part. We're like, "I brought him coffee." But it's just so funny that was like kind of the reaction my family had. Like, oh my God. And I remember driving home that day was so fun. We were going down the 101, going back towards Tommy's. I believed he was living in West Covina. He had a knife, or maybe I had a knife in the car, but he had a knife in his hand. And I'm driving, and he's taking the knife, and he's cutting holes in my shirt. And we're just cracking up, and we just were having a lot of fun. And I went to his house a couple times. His bedroom was upstairs. I met his mom, and I think his dad. I met his sister, Athena. His sister, Athena, and Tommy, and myself, and some other guy, Athena's friend. We all took a cruise up into the mountains one day and went to this guy's place that was like sort of just off the beaten path, but a friend of Tommy's. And the guy wasn't there at the time, but I guess his mother was. And it was just, I can't really remember it, except it was like kind of like a shack, and there was a pond or some body of water there. And we were just sitting around, we were drinking, having fun, drinking a couple of beers. And not long after that, after we got there, we heard a gunshot. And we're like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" And here comes the friend, who I don't remember his name at all. He drives up, and he's holding a rattlesnake out his car window that he shot. And he's bringing that home. Anyways, his mom cooked it on the grill, or a makeshift grill or something that was there. Nobody else would eat it, but I ate it. Just tastes just like frog legs.
Oh, okay, which tastes like chicken, right?
Much more moist. It was very, very good.